Oh wait, I'm closer to the mic now, so now it's every time I scream, it's louder.
Oh. That was not good.
Okay.
Apologies.
Apologies.
That
Yeah.
better? Okay.
Kinda. Oh, now it's weird. I'm off to the left. We swapped positions, so I'm sitting in this
Just
chair.
don't. Yeah. Hold on. Wow.
What?
Wow.
I'm trying. Well, I'm so used to leaning towards the right.
Yeah,
because
you
I
have to lean towards
I have
this
to
way
lean
now.
towards the left, and it's weird.
We switched chairs because I have an issue with my chair. But anyways,
We're playing the Stanley Parable.
fumbling the intro aside, we are back 2 nights in a row.
Oh, you missed the start of it. So I set the time to what the time was, and it's like, thank you for setting the time. Most people will. Like,
Most people won't.
oh wait, how do I skip? Oh, I guess that's how.
Okay.
Okay, we've
So,
already
yeah.
gone through that.
If you couldn't tell already,
Get
we're
your first
back.
achievement. Welcome back.
Woohoo!
Wow, we really suck at this.
Yeah, we're back
All of his
playing
co-workers were
the
gone.
Stanley Parable,
What could it
or as
mean?
you would say.
Stanley decided to
Panley
go to the
Starable.
meeting room.
Exactly.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
So,
matter how
what is
hard
your
Stanley
strategy
looked,
going
he
into
couldn't
this
find
one?
a trace of his co-workers.
Just keep doing the right thing for the start.
Okay, keep doing the right thing. Got it. So, yesterday we got a couple different... Bro, what?
We'll come back to that.
No, you have to do it now.
We'll come back.
See, we
When
keep
Stanley
seeing
came to a
things
set
that
of
we
two
want
open
to do,
doors, he
and we're
entered
getting
the door on
distracted
his
from our
left.
mission.
I still forgot you can crouch, and I don't know what the purpose of it is.
Yet
Yeah,
there was not
we
a
had a really
single
fun
person
time with this
here either.
yesterday.
This is.
Feeling a
It's
wave
just so
of
like.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go
It's so
up to his
meta.
boss's office, hoping. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and
Alright,
got back
I'm
on
gonna
track.
tweet out that we are streaming.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I love how it's like it tells you which way to go, but there is like other. I want to see what's in here. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose.
What?
Okay.
That's weird.
No
What did the
error.
magazine say?
Extreme bathrooms.
Time.
Extreme.
That was such a Markiplier thing.
If you had like YouTube,
Yeah.
you could like edit that and just make like epic music going behind it.
Stepping into the manager's office,
See, if I had
Stanley
an
was once
editor,
again stunned to
that's what I would
discover not
totally
an
do.
indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What could it be?
2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm trying to... No. Okay.
Because I have no idea what happens if you just like.
The tweet has been sent out. So, we have
Look how it
some...
keeps saying
Deeper
welcome to the chat
building,
room.
I know,
Stanley
my
realized he felt a
iPad...
bit peculiar.
My iPad
It
isn't
was a
broken,
stirring
but
of emotion in his chest, as though he felt
dashboard.twitch.tv
more
is
free to
broken
think for
on my
himself,
iPad.
to question the nature of his job.
It's so
Why did he
broken.
feel this now, when for years
But yeah,
it had never
so-
occurred to him? This question would not
What are you
go
doing?
unanswered for long.
We haven't... I usually don't say much about follows,
Stanley walked straight
I
ahead through
don't
the large door that
care.
read Mind Control Facility.
but I care to
I
an
want to go
extent.
there at some point, but
As in, I have a goal. And we haven't gotten follow in 6 days.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
We haven't
television
gotten one
screens.
follow in 6
What
days.
horrible
That's
secret did
Granted,
this
we've only
place
streamed
hold?
once
Stanley
within the
thought to himself.
past 6 days.
Did
This
he
is our
have the
second.
strength to find
But if
out?
we get one singular follow tonight,
24-hour stream.
Now the
I
monitors
will
jumped to life. their true nature
I will do a
revealed.
merch giveaway.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
I'm gonna figure out how to do a
Stanley's
giveaway, and I'm
co-workers,
gonna do it.
The lives of so many individuals
Actually, let
reduced
me-
to images on
let
a
me
screen.
blast that.
And Stanley, one of them,
If we get one
eternally
follower?
haunted in this place
Yes.
where freedom
One
meant nothing.
singular follower.
I'll get that in like 2 seconds. Do I have 3 followers?
Okay, well, our mini goal is 40 followers, and right now we're at 38. So
Okay,
should
so
we
then do 2.
Okay. All right.
This mind control facility, it
What
was
is
too
that?
horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley
That one
really
up
been
there,
under
does it have a
someone's
number?
control all this
234.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with
Is
his
that the new
boring
content?
job?
234
That
is,
his
like,
emotions
broken.
had been manipulated to
104
accept
was
it
fired.
blindly?
That's fired. Interesting.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Was it
Had he
possible?
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from
I'm
this
trying
place.
to
And as the
blast
cold
this
reality
out.
of his past
I
began
am
to
the
sink
social
in,
media
Stanley
manager.
decided that this
Look at me go.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
Uh,
Blackness.
what I do?
What did you
and a
just
rising
do?
chill of uncertainty.
Hey
Was
yo,
it
what I
over?
do?
All right, I posted it. It's official. If I get 2 followers tonight, merch
He had
giveaway.
won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom
Oh,
was
you're doing the
mere
right
moments
options.
away.
Yes.
Got it.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley
I can't even go
reflected
back.
on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered
Why
to
does this
him.
feel so broken?
For it was not knowledge or even
Wait, can you
knowledge
look up?
that he had
Okay,
been
that's
seeking.
what you're supposed. I was like, where are you supposed to be standing
Perhaps his
right
goal
now?
had not been to understand, but to let go.
Open world?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Oh.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
You've been taking
The
a
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path
Why is this
before
actually kind of
him.
pretty?
This was
know,
exactly
right?
the way, right now,
Goat
that
Simulator
things were
vibes.
meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Good for you, Stanley. Where are we going now? Oh, achievement unlocked. Beat the game.
Oh, you actually beat it. Like, the right way.
Oh, so that's just what happens when you do.
Sick.
That's pretty quick.
Now you have to go into new content.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I guess we're going to new content. That's interesting.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
What?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Ultra
a
Deluxe.
reimagining of the game for consoles
Wait,
and
this is
home
like a
computers.
Disney World ride.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe
Content.
features
Oh,
exciting
that's
new
really
content that broadens and
Sorry.
expands the world of the Stanley
More
Parable,
lame.
delighting audiences the world over.
Wait, this is really cool.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
New
Oh, well,
content.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh, letters. You can't read them.
Alrighty, here we go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
I love
but
the
I'm
narrator.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
We're not moving.
I think I messed up.
Is it broken?
What?
I tweeted
What's
if
going
I
on
get
here?
2 followers
we-
tonight, I'll do a merch
Should
giveaway.
we be
And now
moving
people
somewhere
are following me on
There
Twitter.
we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's
But
on
I
to
don't
the
need-
new
I don't
content.
need
I've
anyone
never
on
been
Twitter.
more ready. Let's do it.
Should probably retweet that instead on Twitch.
It's too late.
Hmm.
They've
Oh,
already retweeted
Say
it.
initial impressions of Stanley
do-
Parable Ultra Deluxe.
okay.
Mostly tedious.
Yeah, but
It's as if
they're
the-
gonna be like, oh, where's the
Oh,
merch giveaway? You don't want to be
Let's
called a
see the
liar.
content.
Oh.
Give me the content, Stanley.
Content. The jump circle.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
You get to jump!
Yay!
Wait,
Oh,
can I
I can
finish the
only-
jumps? Can I do them?
Okay. Huh?
This is my contribution.
Can you only jump in the circle?
Yeah.
Do you want to take away all our jumps though? What if we want to save them?
For what?
What if we could save them for something? Oh,
Wait, what? You can only jump in the circle.
but what if there's other circles?
Is that it?
Did I mess it up?
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator.
This is giving
Stanley,
Resident Evil
I have
vibes
to
with the
say,
elevators.
Initial
Resident
impressions
Evil
of this game are not
Village.
positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Oh,
If this
gosh.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see
Okay.
it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
A chair. I feel like this is gonna break.
No. There's something on the whiteboard.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's
This
it?
cannot be real.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking
Wow.
right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Yeah.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the
This
new
is
content,
fantastic.
I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh,
What?
did you reset the game?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
It's different. New content.
why is it different? Oh, I forgot to turn the mouse sensitivity down.
Oh, did it reset?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Either that or this mouse. Why is the mouse like hypersensitive right now? Anyway. I hate Mondays.
There's stairs.
Stanley!
vent.
here. In the vent.
Stanley,
I want to show you something.
you have to vent.
What's
You
up
know you
here?
have to vent. You have to. Don't walk through the door, it's gonna shut. You have to vent. You have
But
to.
I kind of want to see what goes on
No!
there. Alright.
Gregory. Gregory, you have to vent.
Coffee nut.
Oh, this is too good. This
Oh.
is too good.
What are we doing here? The end is loading.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
I don't think there's anything over there. I think you just have to go straight.
Oh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see,
I would
Stanley,
probably
doesn't the
understand
Memory
this if I
Zone
played the
remind
first
you of how
one?
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was solid with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The Stanley Parable demonstration. Begin the demo.
Oh,
Smile because it happened.
this is cute. The first dollar he made.
Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Nominee British Academy Award, Game
Oh
Innovation,
my gosh.
Debut Game, Story.
Wow.
Stanley Parable deals tough choices.
That's so sweet.
It's a piano.
Oh, what's over there? What's on the stone?
In loving memory, a little
Is that a
Stanley-
hamster?
Oh, what?
Why do I feel like crying?
What's that?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Fantastic
Like this
arcade.
stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling
Don't
writes,
read any
and I
reviews
quote,
except this one. How does-
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
You
Did you
don't.
hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
Literally.
It was all of them.
I don't
And
even know how
now
to describe this
it's
game.
nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I think he doesn't like elevators.
Oh,
Now, was all of this in the first day? Why is Minecraft here? Minecraft Dirt House.
is there a Minecraft ending?
Let's begin
You know
again.
how in yesterday's stream I was like, can we go into Minecraft?
Right.
Is that Portal?
It might be.
That's
I don't
Portal.
know. My control facility. No, was all of this in the first game
I
too?
don't know.
I
Wait, you
never
can
played
go
it.
over there or down.
Memory zone maintenance. Person of the year.
That was the year when everyone was Person of the Year.
There's a happy button.
This is so cute. I really like this. This is so wholesome.
Nice. The end is never the end. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything, literally anything. That's funny.
This is sweet.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
If it ain't
to
broke,
spend the
don't fix
rest
it.
of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Architectures. Missing coworkers scenario. How do I go in here? The Serious Room 2013. Your number is 29. The top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable. Can't go in there. Can I go out here? Nope. Alright, guess we're going back.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back
Hey.
to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Uh-oh.
What's this? What's down here?
What's this?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
That's actually
Surely
so
these
funny.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Huh. Now it's raining.
This is really funny. I love this Steam review section.
Steam reviews.
It's so funny because it's so true.
What's in here? Umbrella.
Mm.
Reviews. Like, it's all bad reviews.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because that's what it's like on Steam. For real.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Oh my
These
goodness.
landmarks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
He's sad.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, now he's questioning his own game.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
But he's the whole point of the game.
Skip button.
Literally.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh.
You have to go through the door. You have to. It's gone now.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
How long do we
The
wait?
Stanley Parable is a game for the people, And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue. And it goes something like this.
This is actually funny.
The story and the choices, or what have you,
How
and therefore
annoying.
by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until
I don't
inevitably
know.
we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so
I want to
much
know
more
how
than
much
forever
content they
ago?
put into
I
Which is
know.
why I say
Me too.
the story and the choices,
I think it
or what
restarts.
have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably
Yeah, I think it
we
just
all until
constantly
the end
repeats.
of time, at which time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps
say
one of
again.
my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through...
Where's the door?
...and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Unendurable
30
by any means,
minutes?
but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
I'm gonna do it.
I think the skip button... Stanley!
Stanley?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been
been
12
12
hours.
The time
You've
change.
just been frozen there.
Oh my gosh, it does.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Is that
I've been
a camera?
sitting here all
Yeah.
that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
What?
And you'd think that that's just... Oh, hello.
Don't lose that.
It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been
hole in
through.
here, isn't
I've
it?
had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for
unfortunate.
you. To begin with, there is only...
The leaves are dead.
This is so
Oh,
good.
did he die?
No!
Nothing behind there. Did he just die? I don't know.
Interact with the thing beeping.
I don't know what's beeping.
I thought it was that on the ceiling.
Sounds like it, but how do I interact with it? I don't have a jump.
Skip.
But they didn't understand the
Oh.
game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a
What?
point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us." It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make
Pathetic
all
little.
of their pitiful demands. But then,
little
he's
thumbs
talking
down
too
review.
much. They said, first, he didn't entertain us. Now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of...
Oh, he's quiet again. Oh, it won't even let me. Oh, now what?
The end is never the end is never the
One
end.
of my
is
friends
never
just
the
sent me a
end, is
video
never the
of
end,
her
is
eating
never the
Swedish
end, is
meatballs.
never the
the
end,
end,
is
is
never
never
the
the
end,
end,
is
is
never
never
the
the
end,
end,
is
is
never
never
the
the
end,
end,
is
is
never
never
the
the
end.
end, is never the end. Half the time he just shuts up. But there's no other way out other than pressing this button. Yeah. Oh? Hey, what happened? That don't sound good. Interesting. Slide out. But I still can't get out. Ooh. It's pretty.
Aww. I love it.
I still can't get out though.
But it's pretty.
Oh,
It's not pretty. Boo.
Interesting. That's an unsettling noise.
I don't like it.
Oh, oh. Oh, we're free. Oh, oh.
Dude?
Oh.
Where's Timothy Chalamet?
How do we get from like a regular office job to this?
Where's Jason Momoa?
Jason's Mimosa?
Jason Momoa?
Hi, my name is Jason, and this is Momoa. Can I press the button again?
I love Dune.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, we're stuck in Dune. Where's the sandworm?
Alrighty, I just...
You have to go get eaten by a sandworm.
Oh.
Oh.
That happened. Oh?
Bro, what?
Well, that was that.
Why did it take us all the way there just to end in sand?
Interesting. So we
You know
kind of
what
just
I
wasted our
mean?
time.
I know, you know what I mean? Like,
What was
you
that, the
could have
new
done
content?
something cool.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Like,
What
you
could it
could
mean?
have done something
Stanley
cool.
decided
The
to
memory
go to the
thing was
meeting
cool.
room. Perhaps
Yeah.
he had
I'll give it
simply
that.
missed a
But
memo.
ending on sand? What? Oh, new content.
We'll come back to
Now,
this.
I'm intrigued by that.
When
Can we
Stanley
go to
came
it?
to a set of
We haven't
two
gone
open doors,
downstairs.
he
I don't
entered the
think
door on
we
his left.
ever finished the downstairs.
I want to do the new content so bad.
We'll do that in a bit.
Okay,
Yet
do
there was
Pinky
not a single
promise.
Yes.
person here
Okay, good.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, we
You
did
did this,
one.
yeah,
Nope, not doing that
nope.
again.
That was way too long. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we did that. You should do the new content. Yeah.
New content.
New content.
I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So, what?
Sog. That's
That's
a baby purse.
I don't even know what that... Okay.
I made it up as I went along.
Oh! This opens up?
Kung Fu Panda?
Business strategy. What?
Bro.
Okay, there's an elevator.
Bro. You could choose to go up. Oh, it's a nice elevator. Wait. You click down and then up.
I don't know how long this is gonna go for though. Yeah.
I'm committed. You should do something so I can stop dancing.
Why is this one right now?
Oh my god, I need to stop dancing.
Recommendations from the overnight committee.
I need to
Why
stop.
is it still going?
Save me. Oh my god.
We're on the same
Oh.
floor.
No.
Yes.
Okay, then go down. This is the up.
I think it's gonna do the same thing regardless.
No, I think you have to go
Stepping
down.
into his manager's office, Stanley
If I
was
just don't
once
input
again
the code.
stunned
Wait,
to
what is the
discover not an
pictures?
indication of any human
Oh, they're
life.
pretty.
What
Okay.
could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
It's actually hot to
What
this
could its
piano.
purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Content.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was
Casually
useless, since he
posted
could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
We're gonna do some circles. What is
Two
this?
845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override
Oh.
kicked in, and the door just opened.
Oh,
all
it
by
did
itself,
it!
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, so we're forced to go this way.
Supposedly.
What? I've made it. So loading.
Yeah. I don't know how they found me.
Who?
But they did. All of them.
Nice.
I
I
don't
wonder
know
what
how-
happens if we try to go up.
I'm just waiting for my reel to
Oh,
blow up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator
Silly
and went
me.
back out. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
please tell me there's something up here. Because I don't want to waste my time.
Silly, silly me.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
Ooh.
It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An
The code is
incisive
working.
rapid fire of critical
What?
plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'm sorry.
What?
I just went on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
There are TikToks on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the trending page, and this is different.
Yeah.
For you.
Why?
What? I literally... I'm just getting MCR, Robert Pattinson, and Johnny Depp.
Hmm.
What the
I
heck?
think we're forced to go back down. Oh, we never did the escape. That's what we haven't done yet.
I'm so concerned. Oh, yeah.
Incredible. Now he's getting
Yes,
back
yes,
into
yes.
the elevator and going down again. Ladies
Yeah,
and
it's going
gentlemen,
down.
how does
How
he
does he
keep
come
coming up with all of this?
this?
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walks straight ahead through the large door
Escape.
that read Mind Control
Escape.
Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
Jump scare
willingly
coming?
confront his death.
I feel like there should be a hole in the ground. Oh? That looks like a far fall.
I feel like it's just gonna go burnt.
Yeep.
You know, he really could have done a jump scare. Because
Oh,
I wasn't even expecting it. We're in Heisenberg's factory.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I don't like this.
wait!
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What is this? There's a big screen. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was
Can
going
you
to
go forward
accomplish?
instead of back?
What is this? Why do we have a new narrator?
We're in the White
When
House.
every path you can walk has
Oh.
been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
What?
Do you see that
It's a
Stanley
museum.
was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature paintings. Filing cabinets. Office computers.
Credits.
The office. This is like...
This is cool. The buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Button sounds, the selection of the sounds used throughout the game.
Wow.
Someone make a remix out
Of
of
course,
that.
you with the music brain automatically starts making a beat.
Somebody make a remix out of that. What's this? The office. There's so much to go up there. Maintenance room. What's over here though? Decisions. Decisions. I hate how even in death there's decisions here. boss's office. Oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
the clock. What's over there? In the
Office
corner.
clock.
Ooh. Oh, there's different ways to go.
Underground, the lounge.
You'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Kevin Breding, the voice of the narrator, recorded
he
dialogue
pushed
for
the
the entire
number
game
4.
roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Wait, can I go back to the sign for a second? Please, thank you.
Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door.
That's so cool.
Stanley stood on the roof.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I wish there was a sprint button.
You said you were walking super fast.
Yeah, but now I'm not. Now that I'm used to it.
Oh.
Freedom ending. Countdown disc. The countdown ending. What is this? Huh, interesting. What is over here? There's so much stuff we haven't done yet. Zending. Strange depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Yeah, that sounds frustrating.
Yeah. Like when we ended with sand.
Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Huh. Interesting.
You're gonna watch it?
No, I don't have time for that.
Ooh.
Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out.
Wow.
Huh.
Aw.
Interesting. Oh, I see. So, like, first choice, obey, disobey. You go to the lounge, staircase. Oh, interesting.
you
To
would like-
confusion ending.
You would like that.
Yeah, I like mapping.
mapping.
I like mapping it out.
Yeah. That's your thing.
So, like, I thought of a game concept. I've told you this. This mixed with, like, an actual horror game. Because there's so many areas in this game where we were, like, in suspense of maybe it could be a horror, like a jump scare or anything, but, like, I think we're far enough into the game to realize this is not a horror game.
Sleepy Time Hamburger Factory?
No. Anyway.
Oops, I spoiled the name.
Cargo lift. But yeah, so like take the concept of this game where you have to make choices, but like some of them will end up leading to your death, but some like wrong choices are the right choices. And like you can't figure out without like playing. Cargo lift. So yeah, I feel like that would be interesting.
I agree.
The Office. The lounge, an early version of the lounge. That looks very much like a lounge. We didn't go down here. I think. Yeah,
I feel like we're in a maze.
no, we're in a museum of the game, pretty much.
No, I know, but the layout, I feel like I'm in a maze. 'cause
Early in
I don't know any
development, we
direction.
designed an ending where the Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That's so funny.
I like it though.
Alien base. Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's
That's a couple of years ago.
money. fun.
That's cool. The lounge.
Lounge. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a section of those emails. Gloves. Ted Strongbed. How do you type with boxing gloves on? What? From Montgomery Jones, the lights. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know.
This is so cute. Imagine your question popping up.
Yeah, right. Partner, I am Anthony alias Business Broker. Please partner with me in a very...
Oh, they put the email!
Treat as important, not spam. Regards, Anthony. Here's question. Hi, Mr. Narrator. I have a question for you, sir. And it is, what is your message for today? This is cool. I like this.
Oh my gosh.
Is this where we just came from? Yeah. Lounge. How much left is there? 427. Oh, these the different layouts they had. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Interesting. So, like, they changed it up a bit. That's cool. It's weird. I'm walking through a museum of a game.
Agreed.
Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mockup is still in the game. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Like having just kind of a little where it started from.
Yeah, this is actually really nice. Like, what other game has a museum of the game that you can walk through?
Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. Oh, is this the room
it's
where you're
down,
like, yeah.
For 2 minutes.
Oh, is this where we were?
Yeah.
So have we done everything, or I'll exit? I think that's the...
I think you have to go to the exit.
So there's the left?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So the narrator isn't even free.
Do I turn it off?
I think so.
Probably. Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh?
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
We're
you
back
can
here.
stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Push
As long as
escape.
you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I kind of want to do it. I feel like I'm just back to... Yep. We're back here.
You're saving them though.
That's true. But I kind of want to see what...
All of his
I want to
co-workers
see what would have
Speedrun
happened.
it. Speedrun it.
Speedrun.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps Stanley
New
was dumb.
content. We haven't gone to the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We have gone through the right.
Not in a while.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about, sir?
Yet there was not a single person here
There was not
either.
a single person.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Speedrun.
upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Wait, I think the purpose of this is that anyone trying to speedrun it, I feel like this, if you try to rush this part of the game, it actually takes longer than waiting for him to say the code.
Feeling soothed
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wonder.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
Anti-speedrun?
opened
Yeah.
passageway.
I wonder if it is. I'll have to look that up.
I don't know. Yeah.
Stanley Parable speedrun. I do wonder what the record is. But for different endings.
Yeah.
So we go through escape. That's what we do here.
Stanley
No.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this
I need
hall,
to take a break to
Stanley would
stretch
meet
in a
his
bit.
violent death.
Is the chair hurting you?
No, I'm just leaning, like, hunched over, so, like...
The door behind him
This
was not
chair
shut.
hurts me
Stanley
so
still had
bad.
every
That's why we're
opportunity to
switched
turn
tonight.
around and get
Because
back
like
on
the
track.
other night when we were doing Stanley Parable and I was sitting here,
At this
I
point,
got
Stanley was
miserable
making
and I was like,
conscious,
I'm in
concerted
pain
efforts to
now.
walk
We have to
forward
stop.
and willingly confront his death.
Even this chair, my tailbone. Ow.
See what happens if I just die.
I need to invest in a PewDiePie chair, don't I? I think I do.
No, you do not.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Usher's gonna
As the
Yogibo.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind
How
man.
does Celtics doing?
And so he
How much is
resigned
a
and
Yogibo?
willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Yogibo.
Lol.
Yogibo.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single
like I need a
visceral
Yogibo.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Beanbag.
killing
Killing him instantly.
Yay! Yogibo. Whoa!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
No, these are
What
like
exactly
actually
did the narrator think
expensive.
he was going to
Oh,
accomplish?
Yogibos.
Yes, they're very expensive.
When every
I'm
pass
looking
you
at a
could
We went to
follow
GameStop the other
$500
day.
Yogibo.
We went to
in advance,
GameStop the other day, and they
death
had the
becomes
big
meaningless,
Snorlax like
making
beanbag chair, and it
life
was
the same.
$250.
Do you see now?
That was not
Do you see that
250. That's
Stanley was
no.
already
That
dead
Snorlax
from the
thing
moment
was
he
I thought it was
250.
Bulbasaur.
That was Snorlax.
Remember, I walked by and I go Bulbasaur, and I go, I know my Pokemon. You're telling me I don't know my Pokemon?
No, you do not know
Oh
your Pokemon.
shoot! This Yogibo is
look at these two. How they wish to destroy
Destroy
$509.
one
one
another.
another.
They
How
felt
they
the
wish to
need to
control
tack that
one another.
$9
How
on.
they both wish to be free.
Lol.
I'm so
Can you see?
confused.
Can you see how much they need one another?
I want to see if I really just
No,
wasted my time to do
Perhaps
this.
not.
There's so many
Sometimes these
endings.
things cannot be seen.
How is this legal?
I do wonder how many endings there are in this
You
game.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both
Was that just on
fail.
a fake website? It just
Push
crashed.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as
Casey,
you
are
move
you gonna
forward,
die?
you'll be walking someone else's
Yeah.
path. Stop now and it'll be your
Alright.
only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
I think I died. Well, that's that.
Does it do the same thing? Bro. That's mean.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All right, let's do
What
the
could it mean?
new content.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do you think I can get a Yogibo off of Poshmark?
Oh, I can't input. What the heck?
Do you think I can do that?
No. New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alrighty.
Let's get it.
Ow. Oh, we're just going straight to this. Do we go up right away?
You see, Stanley, I've
Yes.
been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and
I
any
have
new content
Poshmark
for it
drama.
should live up to that legacy.
What?
Are you
forget
ready
this
for me to
ultra
spill the
deluxe
tea?
Nonsense.
Okay.
I say we
So,
take it
A couple
one
years
step
ago,
even
I
further.
went to Comic-Con
Which is
in
why
2018.
I'm very proud to announce
Not the
for
big
first
Comic-Con,
time
but a
ever,
small one.
The Stanley
And if you
Parable
had...
2.
Oh?
I'm sorry, what? How did you get here?
This
Yes,
is the
you
new
see,
one?
isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory
Oh.
we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Is it?
This is so interesting. And so modern.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
They're
Ultra
back
Deluxe?
two
What does it
doors.
even mean? But the
does it
Stanley
even mean?
Parable 2, now
More
that's
TSP
an
when
artistic
wins
statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising
like this.
potential.
That's so cool. So if you had a VIP ticket at Comic-Con, they gave you a...
Now, to be clear,
exclusive
I haven't
pop
quite
figure.
nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all
Prequel
work
to the
itself
Stanley
out.
Parable. The
Game
prequel.
development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Interesting. Oh. New content. New features.
Oh.
Do I get to watch?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh. The bus to new content. Interesting. Oh, what the? Oh. Why is Stanley so good? Oh, I'm trapped now.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Too small.
And of
Just
course,
right.
the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
What?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
What if someone's name was actually Jim?
to really
And they were,
simulate
like,
the full
freaking
experience
out?
of this feature.
When
Just play
Markiplier
along. I
played
promise
Poppy
you'll
Playtime
love it.
2,
Okay,
and
here we
he
go.
pressed one of
Let's
the
take a
cardboard
deep
cutouts,
breath,
it goes,
clear your
I know when
mind,
your birthday
forget
is.
whoever you are,
And the
simply
date that it
become
says
a
is
person
Markiplier's
named
birthday.
Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim.
I got
falling
so
in love and
freaked
being
out, and then it said
heartbroken as
Jim, and I
seizing
died.
all of the world's possibilities
Imagine if it
as Jim,
did.
and
Oh
as
my
Jim, watching your dreams
goodness.
crumble into dust.
Oh my
Do you feel it deeply?
goodness.
Are you really, truly Jim right now? If
Oh
so,
my
then
God.
please step forward and press the button. Yes, you see?
That's
what a
fantastic.
thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button describes
I
you.
am Jim.
Do it again. Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
I mean, I
Let's
agree.
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much.
Too much Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No. Oh, it's gone. Jim. Anyways, well, that was the Jim button. That was fun.
So with my Poshmark
I
drama,
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Button that says Jim. You heard Jim in the game. That's Jim. It all changed. That's funny.
merch.
I saw the new content. This t-shirt's the best. The end is never the end again. The reassurance bucket.
Please no screenshots.
Well, let's go to the reassurance bucket.
Anyways,
A common complaint of the
You can't
Stanley
even talk to
Parable
the
I
was
narrator.
can't
that it was
even
confusing and
spill my
paradoxical,
drama.
that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
When
and
I
your
hold my
heart.
Batman popcorn
As long as
bucket.
you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley
It's actually a
Parable
soda
will feel
cup, but when I
perfectly
ordered it, I
normal
thought
and
it was a
perhaps
popcorn bucket.
even comforting. You may even come to long
so then I
for
went
the
up to the
gentle
guy
embrace of jarring
at the popcorn
cognitive
station and I
dissonance
said,
while the bucket is in
"Can
your
you fill
arms."
this up
And
for
to be
me?" And he
honest,
looked at me like,
it's a much more convenient
"That's a soda
solution for
cup."
me than actually
And
that was
so-
funny.
the game to be
he
less
didn't even
uncomfortable.
charge me for the
Can you imagine
popcorn
what a
because
pain
it
in
was
the
such a
ass that
small
would
amount.
be?
And then I
Yes,
watched the
the
Batman
bucket is the
eating
perfect
popcorn out of a soda
solution.
cup.
Come on, give it a try.
Ah, no.
Can you feel it?
I
The glow of
feel
comfort,
it.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yes.
All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm still holding the bucket. I have a bucket now.
Does anyone give
Okay,
out
when we
awards
go
for
on break,
most enjoyable bucket
I'll
in a
tell my
video game?
Poshmark drama.
That really should be an
And then we'll
award
go to
if
break.
it isn't already.
Got it?
Okay.
Get it? Good. No screenshots.
This red is the new orange. New updated ray trace, more of the same, but
Ray
in a good way.
trace.
Sequel to the
The
baby
baby's
is all grown up.
up. Bankruptcy.
That's funny.
That's really good.
Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. What's this? No screenshots. Should we go here? Let's do it.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Happy
But I'm
12th birthday,
undecided on
Stephanie.
Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday.
Come
it is.
on.
No. Come on.
Screw you, narrator.
I like
I like the other one.
Get
Get well
well
someday.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
no. Why is Stanley so big?
Oh, achievement. Get it here.
Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps.
Now, here's something special.
I'm
You
scared.
remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
The test achievement.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement
on.
is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Dumb. Well,
Boo!
I
The
came
scary
all the way
music
here.
though was like
Came all the way
Super
over here
scary.
for achievement and didn't even get it.
I was like, ooh, achievement. And then they were like, no, sorry.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we
The gym
seen
circle?
yet?
The jump circle!
Oh, we don't have any more jumps because you used them all.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
I didn't know. I truly didn't know.
Alrighty.
This is bonkers. Oh, a map.
You are here. Jump circle this map for achievement. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Merch settings.
Collectibles and infinite hole.
Exit. Infinite hole. It won't end. Do we really want to go
I
there?
don't know. Collectibles. Did you go up there?
Is he rotating? He is. Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the
Whoa,
hell on
that's
with your
so
unremarkable
cool.
life.
How many are there?
Bro,
6?
what?
So there's 6 of them. Oh, that's it.
Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Alright, we haven't done the infinite hole. We haven't even gone up here yet. I don't know how to get up there. Oh, there. Should we do the infinite hole?
Yeah.
Infinite hole. It never ends.
It never ends.
Opening, room, surrounding area, depth, infinite. Hole entrance, infinity. Hole chart, educational use only. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall
But
down
what happens?
forever. That's
Oh.
right. Infinite falling.
Can
You
I-
can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
But like, do I just lose if I fall down it?
I don't know. I think you do.
No, screw it.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now,
Hey.
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas.
I'm
for
glad
the
you didn't
sequel.
die.
Yeah, I'm like, am I gonna die here? Because I don't want to go all the way back.
I know.
Yay! What if the hole isn't? Oh,
It's a ceiling.
that wasn't there the last time.
Oh. Now it is.
Interesting. Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry that you can't
That's
jump
new.
in the jump circle.
Settings world champion, free achievement.
Did you do that?
No, but we
Go up
haven't-
there.
We haven't done this either.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Oh,
Epilogue.
epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, so that's that. We haven't done settings world champion yet.
I'm sure that.
I don't even know what that means, but
Open up settings. I don't think this is gonna do anything, but I just thought of it.
I don't know what that is, but
I don't know.
I guess we've seen everything now, haven't we?
I guess. Exit.
Time to go to the exit.
Alright.
Let's see. Let's make sure. Jump circle. You have the map. You
Yeah.
have free achievement button. Merge. Settings for champion. The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. Office declarations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. Exit.
Alright, time to exit.
Time to leave. Exit.
I can't believe we're
Jump
still
circle.
finding, like,
There's
so
still
many new
so
things.
much we haven't done yet.
Like, that's crazy.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah,
Ready
listen
to
up.
move on now?
Random purse. Just about. Please, no screenshots.
Oh.
Hmm.
The Demogorgon is gonna come into the hole.
What do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's
They're
not
pretty
exactly clear yet how
solid.
exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can
don't
feel
either.
it in my soul.
Yes.
It's going to
I feel
work.
it.
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say,
Somewhere.
let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Nice.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
I think
sort
so.
of... Okay, never mind.
Haven't gotten all the
Hold on,
collectibles yet.
let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good.
What?
Let's see it.
Here we go. Version 2.
Oh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do
like
very
it.
much enjoy creating
Oh,
gags, but they
collectible.
don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would
Yes.
it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect.
Why'd you move
Go
away?
ahead. Take a look.
I was gonna say it's gonna just.
Oh! Oh, wait! Oh my god! Oh my god,
Now
what?
we're in the.
Oh my, wait, should we take a break before we do Stanley Parable 2?
Probably.
What the heck?
That's,
What? No, this is crazy. Does it turn into a horror game now?
that'd be funny if it did.
Okay, so before we go to break, I would like to share my Poshmark drama
Share
with
it.
anyone who is listening. So in 2018, I went to a small Comic-Con, and if you had a VIP ticket, you were given a pop figure that was specifically made for that convention. And after that, it didn't exist. Like, it was only given out at this convention, and you can't buy it anywhere. And I ended up with 3 of them. So, they're sitting in my house. I don't care for them. I list them on Poshmark. You know, what else are you going to do for stuff in your house that you don't want? This woman, respectfully, comments on my Poshmark and says, "Is there any possible way that you could hold this for me because I get paid on this date?" I'm like, "Yes, of course, I'll hold it for you." So I go and I package it for her and everything, like it is sealed in the box. The only thing left I have to do is put that shipping label on it once she pays for it, right? Okay. The day comes where she's supposed to get paid, and I let her know, "Hey, your item is ready to be shipped." A whole month goes by, and I say, Listen, I can't hold this for you any longer. If you do not buy this by the end of the week, then your item will be released and it will go back up for sale. Like, I've been holding this item for a month. I haven't let anyone else buy this item for an entire month. And then, when I say that, the day after, so I know she's been seeing my messages for the past month, she says, could you possibly do free shipping? And she said, I want this so bad. I have a daughter.
Oh yeah, bring the kid into it.
So she's bringing her kid into it. And I'm like, listen. She says this at literally 10:52 a.m. At 10:56, she doesn't even give me the time to respond with like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do free shipping. She hits me back with, found it somewhere else. Okay. Within that same minute, she comments again, $5 cheaper and free shipping. So now, I log on 2 hours later, actually just an hour later, on a Poshmark. And I'm like, oh my god, you did not have to comment that on my Poshmark. That it's out there for cheaper. Like, why are you trying to screw me over when I held your item for an entire month? You wouldn't reply to any of my messages. And then when you ask for free shipping, you don't even give me 4 minutes to reply. So, I'm so professional. This is me. No worries. I'm glad that you were able to receive your item, even if it was from somewhere else. Enjoy. I got class. I got taste. A year later, she just comments, I actually never bought it. Can you resend me the offer with $4.99 shipping?
No. Nope. Nope.
I think
Nope.
I'm about to lose my mind. I want to get rid of this pop figure. And I want her to leave me alone. She like a whole year later hits me with, I never bought it. So she just straight up lied in my comments within the span of 2 minutes of asking for free shipping for no reason. It didn't even exist for $5 cheaper in free shipping. Because I looked this pop figure up and no one else is selling it. Like, it's a super rare item and no one else has it out there.
Mm-hmm.
She just hit me back with, can you do $4.99 shipping? Now, the way Poshmark works is if I offer cheaper shipping, I have to offer the item at a 10% discount. So, I just want to get this off my hands, so I went to go give it to her for $4.99 shipping, and it's making me give her a 10% discount, and I don't know if I can stomach that at this point. I don't know. The thing about Poshmark is that the item is listed here, and to get people to bite at it, I sell it at here, but then after Poshmark fees, it's actually down here. And then after they demand a discount and discount shipping, it's down to here, so I'm literally gonna make like $10.
Just say no. Honestly.
Honestly, I just want this out of my house. I have 3 of them. I have 3 of these demonic beings. You know what the pop figure is? It's the clown from It. It's Pennywise. It's literally Pennywise in black and white. I don't want this in my house. I've never even seen it. And I have 3 of these.
Nope.
This is the day I lose my mind.
Yeah. Just
All
say
right.
no.
I can't even believe. I open up my Poshmark and it's like, you have a new comment. And I'm like, oh, someone wants to buy something?
It's
That's
almost
rare. That's rare because no one buys anything on Poshmark.
Yeah.
People only sell. That's the problem with Poshmark. They advertise it as, oh, sell all your things super quick.
Yeah.
But who buys stuff off of Poshmark? The only people who buy things off of Poshmark are people who made money off of it and are too lazy to transfer the balance to their bank account, so they just spend it on the app.
Yeah.
That's literally how Poshmark works.
It's almost 10 already.
She's gonna rue the day.
Just don't get to her.
I already have it packaged for her. It has been sitting in the box with a thank you note for a year. See, when I do Poshmark, I hand write a literal paragraph thank you note. I don't deserve this.
Just don't give it to her.
I need it out of my house. Okay.
Sell it on Amazon or not Amazon, eBay or something like that.
Sell it on eBay?
Yeah.
I guess I could try that. Thing with Poshmark is like I have everything like it's already flowing, you know? I would have to make an eBay
Facebook
account.
Marketplace. Someone will buy it.
Does Facebook Marketplace take care of like shipping labels and stuff?
I have no idea.
Guys, I don't know. I just know I want this at my house. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna share it.
We'll be right back.
Alright, snack break. We're gonna get our nutrients.
We'll be right back.
Bye!
I can hit the transition button.
Bye!
Yay.
Bye!
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Oops.
Here we go. We're beginning the Stanley Parable.
Oh my.
2.
Whoa. We're back. We got
Already,
snacks.
friends, family, friends.
Fiends?
Fiends.
Fence?
Fens.
Fence. Verb.
Fens.
Phineas
This
and
is the
Ferb.
story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley Parable 2. Let's
I
go.
feel like I don't want to skip
Stanley
this one.
worked for a company
The
in a big
balloons!
building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made
I wanna
exactly
find the
for
infinite
this
hole.
job.
Maybe that'll be the goal for this one.
Was happy.
Or collecting all the collectibles.
Game
And then
unlocked
one day,
achievement.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change
How did we do
Stanley.
this?
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to
Get
give
one
him
someday.
instructions, call a meeting, or even
Why isn't
say
it red?
hi. Never
Oh, yeah,
in
why
all
isn't
his
it
years
red?
at the company had this
Come
happened.
on.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
You're wrong.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
Okay.
he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Which
go to the
ones do we
meeting
do
room.
now?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, the bucket!
Where?
Right in front of us.
Grab the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't go over there. Can I go
I
in
feel
any
better
of these?
now.
420.
I feel better now. We have a bucket.
Yes, the reassuring bucket. I want to know where the... I feel like one of these is gonna have a collectible in them.
We have to find.
Oh, the new content room is now just 416.
Yeah.
Where do we want to go?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
The left?
entered the door on his left.
We haven't gone through the right and the left.
Then go through the right. I don't know how this would
This
do
was
it.
not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
Yeah,
to
follow the
be.
bucket.
We follow the bucket.
Hey.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
Yes.
this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we
Stanley
haven't even
thought.
gone to the left here.
Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Oh.
How insightful. No, never mind. The bucket was
Oh.
wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I feel like we should do that.
And so
Oh.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, you can go down?
Let's go. Oh, I see. So this is how you get back on track.
Oh, okay.
Or can you go back? I wonder if the door is closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that's how you get back on track. Okay.
Bro, you gotta map this out.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps
From
his
closet.
boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Yes, I can.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Yes, it
You can
does.
feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
jealousy.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now.
It's my bucket.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say
No,
here. It's
I won't
supposed to
stand
go
for
with
it.
the other cleaning supplies. For you, Stanley. Don't give in.
Don't do it.
Hand
Can I
over the
even
bucket.
hand over the
I
bucket?
know how
Don't
hard
even
it
try.
must be,
Keep the bucket.
given the pressure that the broom closet is
Move.
putting on
Get
your
out.
shoulders right
No.
now, but you
Our
have to be
bucket.
strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
No, I
office.
hate that one. I don't know why, I just hate it.
Well, we've done all these ones before, just without the bucket.
Yeah, but the bucket's so important.
Collectible!
Yeah, let's go!
one of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these
I'm really
beautiful
savoring
figurines.
this. That was
Yay.
good.
Pass on, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope the code is
Stepping into
bucket.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes, the bucket was guiding him.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I knew one would be here.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Stanlerines.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Nice.
Let's go!
We are cracked.
We are cracked.
We have our bucket though. We will be okay. I still want to know what goes down, where that goes when you go
The
down.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Unknown.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of
Mind control
uncertainty,
facility.
he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yes, everything will be fine. Do you think there's...
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read
I
Mind
feel like there's gotta
Control
be one all
Facility.
the way over here.
Although this passageway had the word escape
I
written
feel
on
like
it,
there's
the
gotta be
truth
one all
was
the way
that
down
at the
here.
end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward
Stanley
into
and
a
the
very
bucket.
painful death for each of them.
Okay, there's not. Never mind. We are comforted by the bucket.
Yes, I believe in the bucket.
Bucket supremacy.
We should get a bucket.
Bucket. That'll be our prop from this game.
I had to carry a 5-gallon bucket filled with water today.
Good job.
I was using my muscles.
Good job. You used your muscles.
Thank you. Thank you.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Too much.
Well, we haven't. Or we've done both of these
I think
options, but
Stanley
I feel like
Parable 2 is the exact
Lights
same, but
rose
with a
on an
bucket.
enormous room packed with television screens.
You have to
What
find the
horrible
achievement
secret
machine.
did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Of all things, he chose a bucket.
right. No, I don't want to do the
Quality
actual
jumped
ending
to
this time.
life,
I want to
and
press the
Stanley
thing
nearly
and
dropped
try
the
to.
bucket in shock.
Okay.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I'm looking
The
up
bucket
when does
had never
Poppy
seen
Playtime 3
anything
come
like
out.
this, and it very nearly burst into tears
They're not
as
gonna have it
Stanley
ready.
cradled it gently,
Give me the date.
reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket
They
and
released
the
the
mind
official
control
trailer.
facilities influence
For
as
the
well?
third one?
Yeah, I'm not
Had
even
the bucket
joking.
been told to do things
They're
it
working
didn't
so
wish to do?
fast.
What
They need to
kinds of
slow
things
down
does
because
the
they don't
bucket
want to
What
ruin
the-
it just to get
or
it
not
out.
want to do in the first place?
Oh, sorry.
These
This article was
questions raised
clickbait, and it says
furiously
we're gonna
in
take a
Stanley's
guess at the
mind.
possible release date of the possible trailer.
No!
Sorry,
He screamed into
false
the bucket.
alarm.
He
I got
couldn't
baited.
accept it. His own life in
got
someone
baited.
else's control.
This is
Never!
sad.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I can only trust the
Oh, I
bucket.
guess chapter 3.
But here was the proof.
It's
The heart of
expected
the
early next
operation.
year.
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad
I'm
or
sad.
content. Walking, eating, working,
I want Poppy
all of it
Playtime now.
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold
Honestly,
reality
I'm
of his
afraid to
past
give
began
mob
to
games
sink
more
in,
money.
Stanley decided that this machinery
What?
would never again
Yeah.
exert its
see
terrible
what they do
power
with it.
over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the
Justice
controls
for circus,
good.
baby.
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They
Yes!
high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yes.
The bucket is a feminist. And the bucket wants to take out the patriarchy. Confirmed.
Nope, we're turning it on.
When at last they came, but at the last second,
You're gonna
the
die.
bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Silly birds. Do the Camjack Sparrow bird. That one.
Yes?
Yeah. Wait, as an ecologist, I really like
Stanley
this.
flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known
I
this
am
all
so
along?
happy.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place,
Watching the
living
silly
through live
birds.
streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the
Oh,
possible
wow.
paths his life could have taken,
This was the
this
best.
one
It's a
was
goose!
surely the best.
It's a
And
goose!
Stanley was happy.
I am so happy. Look at these silly birds. Oh my god. Oh, come on!
Was that just- Was that the silly bird ending?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Why didn't that last forever?
That's so funny.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
That
it
was
mean?
so good.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That
No
was
matter
so
how hard Stanley
good.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
All the computers were done. Meeting today in the meeting room.
Meeting today.
Hmm.
Oh, we've input 2 of them now.
Stanley
Bucket.
lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave
Bucket.
of comfort rushed over him.
I love this.
Let's go to the right. And then
Oh, yeah.
go through
Stanley
the thing.
clutched the
do
bucket
it.
tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
calling.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Agreed.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket's never wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the... And so the two of them detoured through
down.
the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
When does this become a horror game?
I know, right?
Will it ever? Because when it does, I will freak out.
I will turn something like this into a horror game.
Good
Please do.
Stanley.
That's the
I'm
goal for
glad
the summer.
You found your way here. I
Oh,
knew you'd
okay.
find this
Oh.
place eventually.
It's
We
his
care about
wife
you,
and his
Stanley.
baby.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that
No,
matter,
we're not
Stanley.
putting it
Classic
in the broom
characters from the
closet.
first game, like the Adventure Line and
No
the broom
way, is that what
closet.
they want us to
Because
do?
that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
I want the bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
No.
We could make the Adventure
what's the
Line go
Adventure
somewhere
Line?
new. Yes, that's what the fans want.
Follow the
Let's
adventure
do it.
line.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows
Oh my God,
where it'll
follow the
go off to
line.
next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I love it! You have to choose the line. Let's go!
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all
Agreed.
about. Don't you remember all those
The
great
line
jokes from the original
in my
Duck?
bucket.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No.
No.
My dignity. Bro.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
The machine.
This is the
No.
Bucket Destroyer.
No. We've
I
been
think it'll make
duped.
a wonderful new addition
No!
to the lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well fleshed out character with so much personality that to me it already feels
No.
as though it's been part of the cast all
No,
along.
I'm
Don't
literally
you agree?
upset.
I will not get rid of the
No,
bucket.
I'm
Can
emotionally
you
attached
guess
to the
what
bucket.
Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroys buckets.
Surely
I don't
you
care. I'm
need
not
me to
doing
spell
it.
it out for you.
No. No.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the
No.
bucket, and then pop it into the machine.
We're not.
when
That
you're
door's
ready.
gonna open. We're not destroying the bucket.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Nope.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
No, don't
That
do
is
don't.
its singular personality
This
trait.
bucket is
Sure,
our
I
best
can hear
friend.
you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Does it?
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely
Oh my
loaded
God,
with
do we have to give a
complexity
bucket?
and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't
Never.
get the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the
Do it
fans
for
what
the
they want. Hurry and...
What is this?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Oh my god.
To what depths will this game go?
Wow.
Like, what else
Wow.
is there in this game?
So much.
Wow.
Wow. Come on.
What are we? Where are we now? Why is it blue?
Bro.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Bucket! Blue bucket! Blue bucket! We
Stanley,
unlocked the blue bucket!
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced
Where
the
are
bucket.
we?
We got the whiteboard ending. Hey!
To the whiteboard ending.
Dog mode?
I don't know what that means. Yes.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered
Left
the
or
door
right?
on his
Left or
left.
right? Let's go left.
Left. I'm feeling left. This is so good.
What if we went to try and destroy the bucket again?
No, no. We have to unlock the red bucket. Wait, there will be a reward?
There will be a reward for finding the
Wait,
book.
go to the whiteboard. Go to the whiteboard. Places
Instead
to
of the
search.
Oh! A private but smelly.
Wait,
oh,
wait.
so we've already got these two. These are the ones that we had. A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, somewhere both red and blue. What?
Oh my god.
Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. I know where the stairs are. Somewhere both red and blue.
No way.
I know where. Alright, somewhere both red and blue. Is that the one with the red and blue doors?
Wait, hold on. Let me read the rest.
There will be cleaning of this wall required. I want to go home. I want them so much. Alright. Alright, ready?
Hold on.
This is the completionist instinct. Trust the completionist instinct. Alright, let's go.
Whoa, wait. What is the PowerPoint saying? Follow
trying to.
clues provided
These are
by
hard to
employee
find.
416. Employee 416.
416, that was the one with the new content. That was the new content room.
Go to the broom closet. Did you memorize what the whiteboard said?
Stanley, can you
The
feel
places?
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
The broom closet. It wants the
Bro,
bucket. You can
the
feel
stairs?
it coming to a staircase.
Yeah.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Probably
office.
underneath here. Yep.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanleys and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies.
Stanley? What name better
Figlies.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your
Figlies.
screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Fiddlies.
Figlies.
Okay, so red and blue.
Somewhere both red and blue.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Oh, why are
wait.
we
He considered the
here?
possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
We don't
and
like
in such
it
a competitive
here.
economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh my
All
god.
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And
Ah.
then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket return.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt
Somewhere
none
with
of
a
its
lot of
familiar
boxes.
reassurance
I don't know
and
where
comfort.
that would be. I know
And that's
where.
when
I think I
Stanley
know where red and
realized,
blue is.
This isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
It's not his
How
bucket.
did I end up with someone else's bucket?
Ooh,
This is all
no.
terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from
What'd you
this.
do with the bucket?
Who knows what sorts of bizarre
didn't do anything.
Oh my
hallucinations
God.
Stanley might experience without the psychological grounding presence of his
Oh my god.
Where's my bucket?
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very
No, it's
wrong.
nowhere.
And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
Where's the bucket?
Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
This is too good. This is
But
too
it couldn't
good.
be. He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None
Oh
of
my
them were
god.
his special
None
bucket.
of them.
Come to me, Stanley.
What is that?
No!
No more
Returned
mama.
to his old
No
friend.
more
It was the
mama.
only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
This is fantastic.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Why did we back at the woman?
She finds dead Stan.
Mariella woke up on a day like any
Oh
other.
yeah.
She arose, got dressed, picked up her
Bucket of
comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
She's got a bucket.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by
I
the
didn't know I
body
could
of
get
a man
emotionally attached
who
to a
had
bucket.
stumbled through
This is
town,
so
talking
funny.
and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
She didn't have his bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad. ranting and
This is
raving
awesome.
about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he had taken his bucket with him.
But I thought
Perhaps
I
he
took
didn't even
mine.
realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be,
Oh,
Mariella
cruel.
thought. And she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Why?
But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity.
This
on
is
everything.
fantastic.
Heck yes, she thought to herself.
Heck
My
yes.
life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped. I love this.
This is too good.
All right,
This is
we're back in the
too
regular.
good.
So now,
Someone was following
Or a
Stanley. He
bucket.
was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? Why does this game have to make me paranoid? Bucket!
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was
Good.
home.
Why must you do this?
because I must.
Look in 416. No, like the window. Look inside. The
Just
whiteboard.
open
Because it said clues from 416.
Yeah, but 416 was the new content thing.
Stanley
okay.
clutched the bucket tightly
What
to
was
his
it?
chest.
Blue and white, and then
entered
the
door on
box.
his left.
Alright, let's go to where I think the blue and red is.
Okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
At least this is our bucket because it's
And here
calling
it
to
was.
us.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Straight.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Okay.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Go to the cargo lift.
cargo lift.
Hey, there's all boxes behind you.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to
There
the
are
top.
little
There's something up there I need you to do.
Oh my
Stanley
god.
did not question
You have to
why or
crawl
how this
through-
bucket was speaking to him.
How do I
It
get
should have
there?
alarmed
is
him,
that?
of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to
Wait.
think about this
Alright.
obvious fact.
I have no
He
idea
was
how to
firmly
get to
convinced
that.
that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, wait, can you just look at it for a second? So, no.
Yeah, let me go over here.
Oh,
and
if you
just-
went,
up, there's no way.
you have to crawl through a vent.
I don't know where though.
What? What?
Okay, so that's that one, but I don't know how to get to it.
What?
We'll find a way to get to that.
Oh my goodness.
This is where I think the blue and red is. Locked out. I hope I'm right on this one. 'Cause I'm
No,
not-
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
What?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring
What?
a bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
How do I get there?
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is
How do
and
I-
isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be the... No. What is this?
Oh my.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Oh.
What the heck? It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh wow, I might. Oh wow, my mind.
The minute I say no, it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
incorrect, it is a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
That looks like a good looking bucket to me. Yeah!
This is a bucket.
What? No way. Stop the press.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the air. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible.
I mean, technically,
Let's just
what is the
move on to the next
definition
one.
of a bucket?
Exactly. Define bucket for me, Mr. Narrator.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah!
This is a bucket.
It has a hole, that's why!
So broken! So broken!
Item 6.
No.
Is this a
No,
bucket?
no,
Nah,
bucket.
that ain't a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? How is it both a bucket and a bucket?
Item.
Gotcha.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Don't take my bucket.
I hope it's a figly. Oh my god.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket. When
How do
we
you
both
know?
clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Oh.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket?
Don't
Mere
know.
moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Oh, if I were in a
Do
game
any of
show
us
of some
know
sort,
what a
that's,
bucket
is
is?
this a bucket?
Am
So
I
good.
a bucket?
You are.
Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No!
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 Okay.
No!
Here we go.
No! No!
What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything's
Why
a
did
bucket.
everything disappear? Wait, was everything?
Everything was a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
Everything's
but
a
if you run
bucket.
into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
I'm going to cry.
This is
I'm going.
like, you can't describe this game. You legitimately...
That was so good!
You legitimately
Why?
cannot
Stanley had never
describe
seen
this
the
game.
office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
Why is it
He
so
hoped
good?
it was. He hoped very much that it was.
What the?
Meeting today.
Grab the bucket now.
Stanley
Good.
picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Oh wait, how do I get to the... Where it says no
Stanley
buckets?
clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not
You need
the
to
correct
get
way
into
to
a
the meeting room,
vent. That's
but
all that
Stanley
I
had
know.
felt the bucket
Yeah, but
calling to
how do
him,
I-
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Now is it still gonna
Stanley
say
took
I
the door on
can't?
his left, to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
I wonder if
don't
this is
go
gonna
to the
be the
meeting
same
room.
thing.
Go
Oh wait,
somewhere
no.
else. The cargo
Oh
lift, yes.
my god,
Yeah.
parkour.
Go to the cargo lift.
Oh my god, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Parkour.
Parkour, parkour.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very
Well,
soon, you'll collect the last
where
one.
do we go from
and then
here,
the
though?
first number will equal the second
Oh, I
number,
wonder if
and
this
that
was
will be
always.
it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all.
Yes,
You
I
can't
need them
go
all.
back to when you had no
I
Figler and
wonder
Marines.
if
None of
this
us
was
can.
open the whole time and it just never did it. If I fall.
Well, you can go back up. You can go
Maybe
through the
back-
vent. Go through the vent. Oh my god.
What's down here?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ain't no way.
Where are we?
Now we just have to do the blue and red one.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
With the bucket.
This is my golden ticket.
This is
But I have to be careful.
special.
Because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
Strange otherworldly noises.
Camporata.
What the heck? No real totally tried to get the last one. Figurine Finders Committee meeting in the room today. That's what it is.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What just
What could it mean?
happened?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Passing
missed
by
a
the
memo.
bucket. I want to go to the thing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
This
knew
game
it perfectly well.
shouldn't be
Perhaps he
this
wanted to
good.
stop by the employee lounge first,
This
just
is
to
like-
admire it.
There's just
Stanley felt
so...
like
I wouldn't think
butterflies in his
that
stomach.
if you spent
Giddy but
an
eager
hour
to get back to business, Stanley
carrying
took
around
the
a
first
bucket,
open door on his left.
it would be enjoyable. And yet it is so
Literally.
immensely
Stanley was so
enjoyable.
bad at following directions.
You don't have the
it's
bucket.
Incredible
I
he
know I
wasn't
don't.
fired years
I
ago.
have to
What the heck?
I have to get through the room.
What the heck?
Look, Stanley,
That
I
was
think
the
perhaps
point.
You
we've
didn't get the
gotten off on the
bucket?
wrong foot here. I'm not
Oh,
sure,
come
Andy, really,
on.
I have to go through the
I
room.
realize that
I
investing
don't even
your
wanna
trust
look.
in
I
someone
wonder
else
if that
can be
was in the
difficult,
part of
but
the first statement
fact
that says
is
no
the
buckets
story
in
has
here.
been about nothing but you.
Like when we first
all
went
this
into this.
time.
I wonder.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
You
you've
forgotten
forgotten
about.
I'm disgusted now.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you
I
have
feel so
zero
unsafe without the
consideration
bucket.
for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Something bad is
What?
going to happen.
I don't know how to
It really
convince you of
says
this,
no
but I
buckets
really
past this
do
point.
want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me
Where is
prove
it?
it. Let me
Alright.
prove
Yeah.
that I'm on your
Oh.
side. And there it is. The last Stiggly
Oh my
Wiggly.
God.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
I'm so
This
happy.
is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
I'm proud.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
We're all done.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I don't even know.
Well, that was it.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh yeah, do the red. Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Remember, it goes to the
Stanley
red, so
walked
just like do the
through
red
the
off the
red
bat. Because we
door.
did blue last time.
I still don't think we're communicating
Remember?
properly. Stanley walked through the red
I'm shaking my head.
door.
Yeah,
Oh,
just-
thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
We're just going in
I wanted
circles.
to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Shoots Stanley on sight.
Which room? Which one? Oh,
The
this
other
one.
one. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
What do we want?
Minecraft.
What are we looking for?
Minecraft. That's tripping me out.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this
stay in the
moment
moment,
with
stay in the
this
moment.
place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is like my sensory videos.
Nah, it's hurting my eyes.
It's hurting your eyes?
Yep.
I'm vibing.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Right? Where are you going? That was beautiful.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh, I don't want to lose all of this.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
No. No. No.
No! Oh, thank God.
I'm slow
you
enough.
lived. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking
This
you
is
not to
not
take this away from me.
appropriate.
I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That
I
you'll
love your
throw
game.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Give me my bucket.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
I can't tell if I'm going
I just
slower
wanted us to
than
get
the first
along.
time.
But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Oh
Well,
god!
this one is yours.
Oh my gosh!
This is not appropriate.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Why did you kill him? Was it necessary?
Are we still in the
Or
pet
could we have just
cemetery?
been happy?
It did reset.
Yeah. He tried to warn you.
This is different.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Sorry.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically
Yep.
fulfilling moment of your entire
I'm never gonna
life?
forget it.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Correct.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh?
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
I agree. Let's go.
What? We're back here.
Hey. This is my favorite.
I remember
When
when we
Stanley
found the collectibles. Is this the?
This is gonna bring us back to that point without making us restart the whole game.
Yeah. Oh.
Here's where it all began. The
Oh, yeah.
first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
That's new.
We were so
I
innocent.
know.
We'll never be like
That's
that
part of the
again,
thing.
Stanley.
Oh, we're like moving in it now.
We have more.
Wait, we just got 7?
Yeah.
What the bonk?
Oh, it's going through where they
And
are.
here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's
True.
bathroom. You did that, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
This is great. Boss's office under stairs.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini
Under the
stand?
stairs.
Can you remember?
Yeah, under the stairs. It was under the
Boss's
stairs.
office. Nope, boss's office.
Hey, that's
Over here.
exactly
Lame.
right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the
Oh,
third
he won the
one.
third.
You picked it
Oh.
up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
I feel like that's just not
What?
true.
Let's see, what came next?
This is new.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No.
did.
Well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have.
No.
That ain't right.
Mm-mm. Not right at all.
Now this is more like
This was the 5th mini
Yeah.
stand, and this one was really something special.
This
it was
is
in
right.
the warehouse. I remember it so clearly.
11.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh.
Enjoy.
I love this. This is screaming 2007
I'm gonna
YouTube
cry.
video.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That just actually happened.
By the narrator. Best boy, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it
Wow.
was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
The man who made this game said, I'm going to do whatever I want, no matter how silly it is. If it is a thought,
And then,
It
Stanley,
is here.
then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors.
Mm-hmm.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works?
It's a lot
All
to
I
go
know
for.
is that this
We
is
have
the
to wrap
moment
it up.
No,
where
it's
you
not.
picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
think they both go to the same area.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ooh!
You are in the present.
Can we jump?
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment.
Oh, that hurts
Nothing
my
left to
head.
do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move
Bro.
on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can
That was
stay
so
here,
good.
keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
Hang on. That's this field. Oh.
Okay.
We're gonna have to speed
Now
run
you have
this.
to do.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I
What?
remember this.
13.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our
What?
initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
What if I
And
fall?
Please
here's
don't.
where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yes.
Yes, I love that video.
I think it prevents me from falling. No.
No.
This I don't.
What the
I
like,
still
fuck?
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Solid room, but no.
These really were a treat to hunt down.
They
You
were.
know, if there had been
I wonder if
any
I can go
kind
the
of
other way.
reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic
I'm
joy
sorry.
of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Okay.
Next one.
Sheesh.
Should we go the other way?
You have to do the. It leads to nothing. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't.
Don't do it.
But the funny thing is, which is why this game is enjoyable and the replayability is high, it's just the like idea
This
of not
was
knowing
so
what
vivid.
happens on
Don't
the
you
other
remember?
decision.
Yes, I
Right.
remember it too.
And
The
then you
past
wanna
is
go back
truly
and
a
I feel like I could
wonderful
play this
thing.
for
Why does
forever.
anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
We're back here? Wait,
What? Oh my gosh.
The jump circle.
Is the reward more jumps?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time
used
does
to
put
love
a
our
rosy
jumps.
No, I
filter on
didn't.
everything.
I'm still
In
upset.
fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond
Bless
of it
me.
now.
Sorry.
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Back in our office.
What?
And before everything else, there was your
It's probably gonna
office.
reset here.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something
What
now.
the-
We're going
I
backwards in the
remember
trailer.
before this whole story
Or in
got
the start.
started. Back
thing.
then, I was different.
It's
I used to make
reversed in
big
the
decisions. I was passionate.
intro.
I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go
Minecraft.
back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Interesting.
Wow.
I have no idea what's coming next.
Is the bucket still out there?
Do we see?
Yeah.
Real quick.
100%.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be.
Oh wait,
in
the meeting room was
old
where?
bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket.
Oh yeah, go to the
off
meeting
on
room.
another thrilling adventure together.
You still need to find the
Stanley clutched the
limitless
bucket tightly to his
hole
chest and entered the door on his
and
left.
the achievement. What the bunk?
Still, no one was here.
What?
Stanley needed the
So now
bucket's
you're
warmth
no
and
longer on
comfort
the
now more than
collectible
ever.
path. You've
Perhaps his
finished that.
boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. Coming to a staircase,
No.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
I'm just
office.
doing a quick death speedrun.
Stepping into his
path are
manager's
we
office,
on?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh. Well, as we're kind of wrapping this up, you know what? We're finishing it with the bottom of the mind control facility ending.
Facts. Agreed.
Stanley and the bucket walked
I love how
straight
you just
ahead through the
decided that.
large door that read
We haven't done it with the bucket
Mind
yet.
Control
Let's do it.
Facility.
This is how we are ending it.
This is how we are ending it.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so
Anyways.
eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Oh,
It really wasn't so
my.
bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
The bucket craves paninis.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel
Agreed. Don't
like
leave
it. In fact,
it. Don't
after
leave
some
it.
time,
No,
Stanley
come on.
realized
No,
that it had
that's
been
so bad.
ages
What is
since he
it?
had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten
So
to fully
bad.
explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many
12.
mysteries of the mind control
But
facility.
look where you're at.
This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
What?
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail.
Oh,
All Stanley could think
Stanley.
about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending.
I wonder if the true
This
ending
made
is
no
beating the
sense at all
game
to the
with the bucket.
It was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as
We'll have
possible.
to do that
Yet
next.
Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground.
Oh my
The bucket
god.
sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Okay, well, The sequel is now paused.
Will it save?
I have no idea.
I'm terrified.
I am too, but it is late and time to.
Alright, thanks for watching. We'll be back.
Thank you,
and
everybody.
I'm praying to God that this saves.
We have no idea. So,
Yeah, it better. Because we have to
we'll
stop.
see.
Good
Alrighty.
night.
Good night, everyone.
I'm gonna
Peace.
stream Webkins tomorrow. Deal with it. Bye.
Peace out later. Goodbye. Stream is ending. Bye.